Oh, hi there. Didn't see you. Hey, it's Adriel, and I'm just here to give a special message to the mothers, women of the Parkside Community Fellowship. And I'm here to do this because you are a very, very special part of our community. Now, I'm standing here in nature. I'm just like a mile or so away from where I live, and this is one of my favorite points to be refreshed, to go for a run, to just come and chill. And the reason why is because this is nature. And I believe that we were made to spend more time in nature. At least a lot more time than we do right now. I don't think we were meant to be stuck at desks at 9 to 5 jobs. Anyway, I like nature, and I'm glad that this portion, this piece of nature, is at least still preserved, is still fairly clean. There's not a ton of litter, there is still some litter, but the same cannot be said for many other parts of our world. There's lots of litter, there's lots of pollution, there's lots of destruction, contamination, and um, I think this is tied into Mother's Day because we refer to nature under the feminine term, Mother Nature. And often it's said by researchers and people who are interested in the environment that the way we treat the environment, the way we treat Mother Nature, has repercussions for our sort of society at large, because we see a lot more natural disasters, hurricanes, earthquakes, different kinds of weather patterns and weather behavior that we hadn't seen before, and many connect this to the way that we treat our environment. In fact, it's said that during this corona period where we've not been working and so intensely using the environment, that the planet is starting to breathe again. So I think this is also connected to mothers because of you, our society has a future. But oftentimes, mothers can be taken for granted. And it is our hope and our prayer at Parkside, as part of our community, that we value you and we show you that you're really a very special part of our community, and we support you where you need support as well. Um, in the same way that we take care of our environment, uh, if we take care of you, we have a bright future, we have a good future. And I'm reminded of great mothers in the Bible who really, because of their actions, because of their words, because of what they've done, led to the story of the Bible becoming what it is. And the first one I can think of is, let's see, Hagar. Now, Hagar was the servant of Abraham, and Abraham and Sarah, as you remember, if you know the story, they were childless. And so Abraham, wanting to sort of fast forward the promise that God made to him that he would be the father of many nations, chose to sleep with Hagar to be able to produce a child who would be this manifestation of the promise. Now, Hagar found herself in a very unfortunate situation because Sarah eventually birthed the child that was promised to Abraham. And so there was contention between Hagar's son and or Hagar and Sarah, because Hagar's son was the firstborn, and in those times the firstborn was the one that was given the privilege and the esteem and the birthright. But because Hagar's son was not the firstborn of Sarah, it caused a contention, and so Hagar had to endure an environment where she was treated not like the status that the birth of her son would have afforded her, but still she endured that. And Ishmael also became a great nation, as did Sarah's son, Isaac. I'm also reminded of the situation of Jochebed. Now, if you remember Jochebed, she was the mother of Moses, and in a time when Pharaoh was threatening to kill all of the Israelite children, in fact, he was already initiating that process. Rather than give in and give up, what Jochebed did was create this basket made of bulrushes and reeds, and float baby Moses down the river, where, as the story concludes, he was found, sorry, by Pharaoh's daughter, who was down at the river bathing. So that was a massive show of defiance, of bravery, of never say die spirit. And mothers, you are truly the expression of that. Now, the last woman I will bring up, and I think you can guess who this woman is none other than Mary, Mary, the mother of Jesus. Now imagine, we've got a sermon, by the way, on our channel, on Parkside's channel, talking about Mary and the situation she found herself in. But basically, imagine an angel appearing to you and telling you that you would be the the mother that would bring forth the absolute Messiah of the universe. No pressure. But Mary dealt with that with such grace and such poise, despite the fact that even her husband Joseph doubted her. And she brought forth the Messiah. And not only did she bring forth the Messiah, but she was the one who helped to culture him, who helped to teach him, who helped to mentor him and bring him up to be a child that would be able to fulfill that prophecy. So, women, mothers, I hope that you can understand, I hope that you get a lesson from what I've just shared. That you are important, even if this world does not place the title, the accolades, they give you the due that you deserve. Maybe even your children might not be grateful or appreciate what you're doing for them. But I want you to know that you, the part you play, is so valuable, is so priceless. Please do not give up on your role. Please do not give up on continuing to do the great things that you do, the sacrifices that you make, because you are the cord, you are the rope that ties this society, that holds us together. And without you, we are nothing. So I have the scripture to share with you regarding mothers that sort of highlights and emphasizes your role, your importance. It says, can a mother forget the baby at her breast and have no compassion on the child she has born? Though she may forget, I will not forget you. And the scripture is saying that it's such an unthinkable thing to imagine a mother forgetting the baby that she has, that she's taking care of. It's so unimaginable. That this is the example uh, that he used to show that this is the kind of love that God has towards us. It's comparable. It's above the mother's love, but it's comparable to that kind of love because maybe that's the greatest kind of love and affection and attention that can be shown by one human to another. So this is the sort of esteem, the sort of status, the sort of title that you hold in God's eyes. So keep on keeping on, press on, because the prize is great for you. And at Parkside, we hope that we'll be able to create a culture of people who can continue to support the women, continue to support the mothers and appreciate them, and help to create a better society for us all, for Reading and the world at large. Enjoy your Mother's Day. Enjoy the rest of Women's Month. We've got great things ahead for you at Parkside. So come on and enjoy with us.